Hello everyone. Today we are going a live session of cricket Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, and it's Pakistan. If you talk about, so Sri Lanka is being a wandering hard here. Pakistan 110 for 4. Salman Aga through the leg side goes through 110 on the board, and you have to score 268. So that's not important. You have to struggle hard. Second innings, and I hope so that Pakistan can provide a lot. Fawad Alam and Salman Agha on the strike. I think they need to put pressure. Most wickets in the non-cricket World Cup, Dimit Willek. Fawad Alam is playing his first test in Sri Lanka after a very long time, and I hope so that Fawad Alam can go for a mighty blow here 100. Salman Agha, if he looking for a big score, so he need to contribute towards the Fawad Alam. 257 is not enough. You have to trail. While Sri Lanka already lost the first test, so I think they will desperately try hard to restrict Pakistan under a big. They are defending so hard. 267. If you talk about Sri Lanka first innings, so I think they played really well. When as compared to the first test, they were not looking so well. But according to me, in first inning they were amazing. Hassanal is enjoying in the mid room. Salman Agha need to show his class. Not score so much well in the first test. Fawad Alam is on 18, and I'm looking forward to see him bat on here in Sri Lanka. Yeah, that's so good. He need to show his class here. Well, not so good. Pakistan in a major control here. 34 over 36 over gone. And it's a T. Second test call. It's a day to an end. So as compared to Pakistan first test, the first inning was not so well. But as you compare to the second innings, they've been well. But now the stage is that 111 for 4 Pakistan. And I'm hoping, and I'm still hoping that. Thank you very much. And I'm still hoping that Pakistan can put it a good score on the board. And 111 is not so enough. But according to me, as a score, as a good player for Fawad Alam, I'm hoping that he can make a good total on this board. Yeah, look at the betting order. Abdullah Shafiq gone for Duck. Imam ul Haq 32 gone. Babar Azam not so well 16. Rizwan 24, and now Fawad Alam is on 18 and Salman Agha on 13. After it all, if you talk about Sri Lanka bowling line, Prabhat Jasuria as usual looking, and he gets another big wicket. So it's a 15 minutes break for a tea. So my advice here for Pakistan is just to play a cool down. This is a day 2, not a day 3 or day 4. You need to play with the momentum, short momentum. Yes, Imam ul Haq starts off pretty well, but in the end, Prabhat Surya and the spinning attack was not so well. Outside edge and takes a wicket. So through the offside, but the 15 minutes break. happiness you have, and you have a lot to expect. Fawad Alam is a golden key for Pakistan at this stage. If you have to score big on the board, if you want to chase down this trail, Fawad Alam and Salman Agha, both players, have to put on and settle the target on. So according to me, Fawad Alam need to show his class here. The last session is here of the day 2. You need to play with a slow rate, it doesn't matter, but you need to save your wicket. You need to survive this day much without losing any wicket. 30 overs you have, and without losing any wicket, to score 80 or 90 on the board, just with a top position. Yes, Babar Azam not score, so this is a backbone of Pakistan cricket. That's why Pakistan is certainly hearted. So let's talk about the importance of this cricket test match. Second test between Pakistan and Sri Lanka had amazing and a lot of importance. Why? Because this is only not only a test cricket, this is a world test championship part. So Pakistan already won the first test and they move up to the number third rank. And Sri Lanka also moved down to the number fifth position. India moved up to the number four. Pakistan need 4 more victories if they want to qualify for the World Test Championship final. If they want to play against England, New Zealand, Australia, it doesn't matter. But you need to win this test if you want to be in the first World Test Championship final, as India versus New Zealand the last time. So, my little advice is for both teams for today's gameplay. The spin attack of Sri Lanka is showing a great class. Yes, we all know. At this stage, Sri Lanka is dominating from the front. Pakistan top order doesn't score well, so this just hurt Pakistan. And for Fawad Alam, I'm just hoping this partnership is a big and important one for Pakistan. If this partnership done a good score, so Pakistan got a chance to maintain this pressure. But sometimes we all know that the partnership been collapsed after scoring a lot. So Pakistan need to just know about this because Hassan Ali, Yasir Shah and Mohammad Nawaz are 3 big hitters of Pakistan as a tail ender I say. And Naseem Shah, you all know that in the last match, 50 balls, only 1 run. So we just hope this. While it's a tea break, so not move on. We have a lot. If we talk about the recent test series of Pakistan, the last series was against Australia. Pakistan was not so well. They tried to win a lot, but due to the dead pitches, they've not been able to win the matches. They've not been able, but yeah, they lost the series against Australia in the last third test. If we talk about Sri Lanka drawn the series against Australia last time. So now just reflects it. Pakistan lose against Australia and Sri Lanka drawn the test series against Australia. So who is better? Sri Lanka. But in this test series, all much different. I still believe Yasir Shah, Sarfraz Ahmad, and Shan Masood, these 3 players are a key player for this test series. But only Yasir Shah is available here. Both Shan Masood and Sarfraz are on the bench. So that's not good. Still plenty of time to say. While there are more series of Pakistan coming around as a test series if they want to be in the World Test Championship final. So England and New Zealand we have to play, but not as a tour. England and New Zealand both will play in Pakistan, so this certainly help Pakistan a lot for the World Test Championship. But also not winning the matches, you have to maintain your points, not to draw or not to lose. This is a main word for any cricket team if they want to be in the top stage of the World Test Championship. So we all just hope this is just As we all know that this is really been a lot for Pakistan. They must need to win this game, and we all hope so that this team can do a lot here. Pakistan can do again. Good so. Still a 10 minutes time to say for you, but still not go anywhere. We have a lot to discuss today. Sri Lanka Pakistan last session is just going to be start in a few minutes. So without wasting any time, let's discuss Sri Lanka Pakistan, what's going on in this second test. According to me, Sri Lanka is dominating from the front, but if you talk about Pakistan, they lose early wickets, so this is a drawback for Pakistan right now. Okay, let's imagine Fawad Alam and Salman Agha score a good, a 150 or 200 of the partnership, but how can you expect they can release the pressure? And we still know that they can't put a pressure on Sri Lanka as a lead. So now Pakistan should believe that Babar Azam, main player, Fawad Alam, you have to go. And now you should change the batting order in the second innings. Sri Lanka has done really well, but as we can see in the last match, Prabha Jayasuriya takes 10 wicket haul. So now at this stage, Prabha Jayasuriya got only single wicket. But yeah, one thing Pakistan has done are really good. Only two or three seamers they've got today. Noman Ali is here, Muhammad Nawaz, Salman Agha also ball and Yasir Shah. So change in another increase in spinner helps a lot to Pakistan in maybe second innings or the fourth inning as a batting on. Babar Azam, Abdullah Shafi are the main player for the first test. And now we can see Fawad Alam is on the bat. And I'm really hoping that Fawad Alam can score a big. Still plenty of time to go. Let's move on to the Sri Lanka versus Pakistan final test, day 2, session number 3. Don't go anywhere. Just a reminder for you, Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. This is the last session of the Pakistan versus Sri Lanka day number 2, and we will be right back again tomorrow, hopefully, for you to bringing a live action. It's still a break here. It's still a break, so it doesn't matter. Don't go anywhere because we have a lot to discuss. Pakistan versus Sri Lanka is being just important series for me every time. The first series I've seen of Pakistan Sri Lanka Test series was in 2014, and then in 2015 was a major series of Sri Lanka. How important this Test series is for Sri Lanka and Pakistan fans, I tell you. The last race between Sri Lanka and Pakistan was played in 2015 in their hometown, and then in 2017, 2019, Sri Lanka played in Pakistan, and after a long time, Pakistan is playing in Sri Lanka. So that's why this series has a lot of importance. And as a World Test Championship, and as a friendship relations between these two cricket sides, this series has a lot of importance. 5 more minutes to go for starting the last session of a cricket match between these two sides. We still believe, we still believe that the last session is going to be extra ridiculous for both the sides because Pakistan need to defend and Pakistan team need to put a pressure and need to maintain their fifth wicket on the board. And Sri Lanka would desperately try harder to take wickets of Pakistan. Well, it's a more time to go, just a tea break, and I'm really pretty sure that Pakistan is just discussing about how they maintain the pressure of Sri Lanka. As a spin vision moves on, Prabhat Surya, Sena, and Kasun Rajat is also there. So a lot of expect here today. Okay, so still 2 minutes we have, but don't worry, we are moving on. We are moving on for the first Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. It's still a time to go. It's still a time to go. 5 more minutes we have for Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. Day 2, Test match number 2, session number 3. If you are new on this channel, so please subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of time. We got a lot of time here still. Just 2 more minutes left for start of this Pakistan Sri Lanka day 2, test number 2 and session number 3. The final session will be live. Still more time to go. So, without wasting any time, we are moving to the Sri Lanka versus Pakistan test match number 2, session number 3. Just having a 1 minute session. So match is just going to be start in just a few moments. We all know that Sri Lanka versus Pakistan is just a little bit a disaster for you. Just a 1 minute, we have a more time to start the innings. So test match number 2, day 2 is Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, day number 2. Final session is just bringing you alive in just a few moments. Just a little bit of breather for you because we all know that how much long time for Sri Lanka Pakistan test match. Still plenty of time we have, 2 more hours. But let's see what is going to be happening. still taking so much time. And this just. The match is just starting. So here we are, the boys are getting ready. The boys are getting ready for the Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, day number 2. This session had a lot of importance because Pakistan need to maintain their fifth wicket and Sri Lanka would desperately try harder to take more wickets to render the pressure on Pakistan. So Pakistan triple one for four in their first innings. Prabhat Surya and Abita and Mendes took a wicket for Pakistan. Fawad Alam and Salman Agha on the partnership, and they need to maintain a big total on the board. In this session, they have a big duty to maintain this partnership. Don't lose any wicket. First wicket, Abdullah Shafi goes for a clean sweep, bowled. Babar Azam, nick pass through the keeper, and then Imamul Haq, inside out by the Nanjari Silva. Rizwan every time frustrated from Sri Lankan bowlers. The boys are gearing up. I'm little bit surprising by Salman Agha and Fawad Alam if they score good. And what I said to them, they need to implement, not lose any wicket. Just play the keep and calm. Live from Galle, Test Match 2, day number 2, session number 3. Sri Lanka first inning 378. Naseem got 3, Rasid got 3, Muhammad Nawaz got 2 wickets. And now Fawad Alam is on the bat. Still taking some time, still taking some time. Salman Agha on 13 without scoring any boundary. As the body language of Salman Agha is looking to strike hard in this session, and Fawad Alam is a normal with a 1 boundary and balls of the 55. Ramesh Mendes to take the start as a spinner. So umpire calls up to play. Fawad Alam will bat on. What a beautiful atmosphere of Sri Lanka, the Galle. Sri Lanka, Pakistan, International Galle Stadium. Fawad Alam goes to the leg side without scoring any run. Fawad Alam is just frustrated with the Sri Lankan bowlers because he's playing his first time after 10 to 15 years in Sri Lanka. So we can just say that they're a little bit problem through the offside for a single session number 3. Yeah, because he's playing it the first time after the 15 years in Sri Lanka. So little bit frustration for Fawad Alam, and Salman Agha is playing his first time in Sri Lanka. So we can say this partnership can be do or die for Pakistan. If they score well, If they not score, so would be problem for Pakistan as a lead certain to Sri Lanka. They are struggling hard, Salman Aga. But still, we can say the scenario of this cricket match is going on. So we can say it's a test cricket. And if you want to be a good cricket side, you need to maintain these problems. Look, Sri Lankan fans out there, still a time we have 1 or 2 hours. So we can expect some runs on the board from Pakistan, by Salman Agha and Fawad Alam. 260 266 more runs as a trail for Pakistan. Over gone 102, 12 for 4. The beautiful weather, shiny, little bit shine on the scene. Match summary: Sri Lanka 378, Pakistan first inning 112 for 4, still trailing 266. Fawad Alam need to show some his class. The one man should release pressure and one man should avoid a batting and runs put on the board. So maybe a seam pacer. Yes. Achita Fernando, 7 overs, 1 maiden, and a 1 wicket for 28. Economy of the 4. 112 for 4 is just a normal as ODI team. But as a Test cricket, when you are scoring as a second team, so you need to maintain the pressure. Fawad Alam, and I'm still hoping and I'm expecting good from Fawad Alam. So Fawad Alam is still so welcome as a session for Pakistan. So still taking some time, trailing by 266 Pakistan. Avoid some pressure. According to me, you need to maintain this partnership without losing any wicket. Still, if you score 20 or 30 on the board, it doesn't matter. You need to survive. This session must. He defends it quite hard. Still plenty of time for you. It doesn't matter you are facing a seam pacer, facing a spinner, so it doesn't matter for you if you are chasing down some runs on the board. Fawad Alam is a senior guy and he know how to release pressure in this type of situation. This is a fifth or sixth wicket partnership and you need to survive. Day 2, station number 3. As a senior guy, you need to survive and you need to defend when you have to chase a 378 on the board. Look at the batting stance of Fawad Alam. Hey, plenty of time. Don't make hesitations for both. Fawad Alam have a little bit chit chat with Salman Agha to how they play together. Still trailing a 266. It doesn't matter how long the trail is. The matter is partnership and need to settle down without losing a wicket. Fawad Alam is on 19. Short ball. Leaves it. Yeah, sometime when you changes the bowling ratio as a seamer to spinner, it hurts the batting side. And what Sri Lanka has done today, while no wicket from any seamer for Sri Lanka, but still we can say it hurts Pakistan a lot at this stage as Asita is bowling. Minimum 20 to 25 overs we have. He goes to the leg side. Maybe it's gone for four. No. Rushing out for second. Only a single. Some scoring shots in this type of matter helps a lot because when you are in sometimes pressure, you need to hit strong shots for releasing pressure from the side. As the sixth wicket partnership is going on, Fawad Alam and Salman Agha on the bat. So still we can say as a senior Fawad Alam can help a lot to Pakistan. Little bit hammer on the pitch. Frustration for Sri Lankan bowler. Yes, that's race. In the window we have a Saklan Mushtaq, a genuine spinner, off spinner for Pakistan in previous era. Still hammering on the pitch. I think we are in the shop of furniture. So this is what Fawad Alam done on the previous ball. He middles it towards the leg side, maybe looking for two, but somehow now Salman Agha is on the bat. Yes, goes for another single. Salman Agha, same length, different variation as a right-handed batsman. So over gone 114 for 4. So change in the bowling medium as off spinner comes again. Salman Agha to face. In the deep mid wicket, there's a fielder, but still Salman Agha putting hard to get some runs on the board. Fawad Alam to face. Look how he flights a delivery. New variation from this Mendes. Fawad Alam quickly takes a single, and that's a good one. Releasing some pressure. Still not so. The job is not done yet. Only 4 runs in the 3 overs. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You need to release the pressure, not lose any wicket. Hot weather in Gaul. Expecting some more from Sri Lankan bowlers. While Sri Lanka has done a really good in the first two sessions, took a big wickets of Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, and Abdullah Shafiq. But now the job is for Sri Lanka is that to take a wicket. Yes, I'm still hoping that Sri Lanka will be able to take a 150 or maybe 100 of the lead on the board, as they want to set a big total for Pakistan to chase. Salman Agha, if he's able, his body language is good and he can provide some mentality in this session. Over gone, 116 for 4. 4 runs in the last 4 overs as the session start, but still didn't lose any wicket. 262 more runs they need if they want to recover their trail, if they want to be a level on Sri Lanka. But we all know it wouldn't happen if these two guys, Fawad Alam and Salman Agha, not score well. That's why this is most important for you to win the toss, elected to bat if you have a good batting track. And that's what did Sri Lanka. First batting and scored 378, and now they are taking some big wickets, so they have a really good backup for second innings. So this is the challenging moment for Pakistan, how they maintain the pressure of Sri Lanka. Cuts it away for a single, but won't be able. Dot ball. I think Fawad Alam is frustrated. He wants to score big. Yeah, he's looking forward to big win. He wants to remove his strike. He wants some quick runs on the board. Let's see what he's going to do in this delivery. Rushes in through the offside, looking for a boundary. He's running hard. He's running hard for second. Really good. Absolutely mind blowing. Just release. So good one. Have a look at this. This is the batting stance for Fawad Alam. The ball coming in through the offside. He just look at this. He just delivers it through the offside. Fielder not been able to stop this one, but still they collect 2 runs. If they have a mindset to score like this, so this is a good one. While a genuine and smart batting from this guy, Fawad Alam. Look at again. Middled it. .260 is not a big score. More on the board. While 4 wickets down on a 116. He survives. Still 2 more balls to go. If you can calculate this 40 overs, 120, 3 of the run rate. Yeah. well, but wickets not so good. While you all know that 378 is not a big one if you are playing number first. Pull shot towards the leg side. Just a single. Timing was late. Bit by bit. Now look at the squad scoring runs of Fawaz Alam. 191 innings, 256 7 innings, 13,000 runs. Average of 56, 41 hundreds, 65 50s, and best of 296. 296 is the best of Fawaz Alam in the first class career. And still rested for 10 to 12 years. This is Pakistani cricketer for you. Changing the angle, 119 to 4 after 40 overs. As I can say to you, Pakistan main duty is to secure their fifth wicket, as only 20 to 25 overs left in the day. If they secure this wicket at the end of this day, so I'll be little bit surprised from Pakistan and going to be shocked tomorrow when they score good. They just need to settle 20 to 25 more overs. Because after this we have Nawaz, Noman, best score of 90, Yasir Shah, Hassan Ali and Naseem. We all tailenders are able to secure their bat. Oh, maybe shouting hard, given by the umpire. That is a biggest and a mighty blow for Sri Lanka. Having a chat, no, he is not going for a review. Well, this is the biggest moment for Sri Lanka as they got another big wicket. Yes, spinner comes into the attack. Fawad Alam wants to go to the leg side, but inside out, appealing for it and given by the umpire. Shocking news. This is one. So Fawad Alam goes for 24. Pakistan 119 for 5. Terrible moment. Terrible moment, we can say. Now just imagine 5 wickets down for Pakistan. How can they adjust their pressure? 250 plus runs they need to make more. This is Pakistan under collapsed. Muhammad Nawaz in average of 14. It's just only a miracle for Pakistan if they've been able to score 200 on 300. Five matches, 7 innings, 74 runs only, and best of 25 for Muhammad Nawaz. And he has to face these Sri Lankan bowlers. So we can just hope. Fawad Alam has trying to put some pressure on Sri Lanka, but won't be able. So now Muhammad Nawaz is on the strike, and I'm hoping some good one. So this is a big wicket. Just slightly goes to the leg side, but still wickets hitting, and biggest one for Sri Lanka, as 5 wickets down. So Fawad Alam and Babar Azam not been able to score 100. Muhammad Nawaz to face the delivery. That's one inside out. He's bowling in middle stump. He's targeted the length. The major responsibility for Mohammad Awaz is to secure his wicket and also this partnership. Let's see what is going to be happen. 40.4 overs, 119, and but wickets are increasing bit by bit. 5 down. This is a great journey as Angelo Matthews playing his 100. Oh, just misses. Just misses. Mohammad Nawaz leaves the ball, but not so good. Just missing the stump with the ball of 2.5 centimeter. This is just annoying at this type of position of Pakistan. So 41 over gone. Sri Lanka has done injustice for Pakistan. 5 down, not so good. Oh, there we go. Mendes is just striking. Now Noman Ali, Yasir Shah, Hassan Ali, and Naseem Shah. No Shaheen Shah there. Only two pacers. It's just getting boring bit by bit. As Pakistan not so much scoring on the board. So it means that Sri Lanka has improved their performance after losing against Pakistan in the previous test. He cuts it away, looking for a second, and gets it easily. Salman Agha. Now the most important job is for Salman Agha, that how he can score runs on the board, because no senior batter to play with. So this is the wicket. Mighty blow of Fawad Alam. Bouncy delivery didn't face by Salman Agha. Now the pressure is getting building on Salman Agha as a batter, middle order batsman. So what Pakistan has done in this first inning? Babar not scored, Imam Ullah 32, Rizwan gone, Abdullah Shafi goes for duck, now Fawad Alam. No player moved to a single 50. Really ashamed, really ashamed. As Pakistan got three big players in the side. Not good. Salman Agha wants a single but then cancel it to Nawaz. This is not so good from Salman as he wants to take a single but in the end after running hard he cancels it. Sri Lanka would be really happy as they've got Fawad Alam and now only a 5 wicket as a tail ender we have. And now stage somehow after 2 or 3 overs they need to just left in Prabhat Jayasuriya to take more wickets. That's a good delivery but he takes it to the leg side for a single. It's a no ball as well maybe. I just heard this is a no ball. While the delivery was too much good. Direct on the boot, but Salman goes to the fine leg. Muhammad Nawaz through the offside looking for a boundary and he grabs it. Welcome boundary for Pakistan and a welcome boundary for Muhammad Nawaz. So this type of runs just release your pressure, but still five down. So, but somehow this is a good one for Pakistan. As a great start for the partnership, maybe just a sign, hoping that this can do so. 252 now at the trail required. Now on the leg side, rushes in for a single. 42 overs gone. 127 for 5. So after having a break, now what's going on? Sri Lanka has taken another big wicket of Fawad Alam. Still no 50 on the board from Pakistan, while they got a big players in the side. Abdullah Shafiq, Babar Azam, Imamulak, Rizwan, Fawad Alam all go with a low scoring, even not cross a 40 margin. Dimit Karunaratne would really be happy. Chandimal in 3 innings, averaging of 70. 370 at Sri Lanka first inning. 127 for 5 Pakistan first inning. Let's see what Mohammad Nawaz looking to do. Cuts it away. While he knows there's a slip in the gully. Yes. Good one. Didn't leaves it. A spinner comes on as Mohammad Nawaz on the bat. He surrenders. Just a boring match going on, but still we have to looks it on just maybe. While a good line length of this guy, he already takes 2 wickets. Chance, chance. Only a single. Look at the dressing room of Pakistan, just enjoying, but really a shameful moment as there is no Sarfaraz and no Shan Masood in the side. Now they need to secure this wicket. Want to go through the offside. The fielder down there. Last ball to go. We have a lot of time to discuss this match. Well, I said, so let's imagine Sri Lanka won this match by a really good total. Sri Lanka will move up to the number 4 and Pakistan will remain same. But according to me, Pakistan must need to win this or draw this. They didn't go for losing side because you need to take some of those points if you want to secure your number 3 position. Sri Lanka took 5 wickets. The first 3 were really early. Still, all of these are really early. Not been too good. Frustration for Pakistan as a seam pacer comes into the attack. We have a more 37 overs to grab a new ball. Here we go, Mohammad Nawaz to face. Lengths it. Good delivery. Oh, just misses the bat. If the bat been able to take it, so he surely been out. Now let's see what he's going to do next. Sri Lankan flags and Pakistani flags out there. A guy lifting both flags of Sri Lanka, Pakistan. Mohammad Nawaz. Same delivery. This is a really good weather out here in Sri Lanka. Goal. The fans getting up as umbrella out here in their hands. 250 still they need. Mohammad Nawaz. So Sri Lanka got a really miserably a good luck because we definitely know that there's no more runs on the board as 5 wickets down. So maybe, hopefully 150 would be the great lead have for Sri Lanka. So if they score 300, 250, so still Pakistan have to make another world highest run chase. The previous one was 371 and then Pakistan made 342 recently. And now if they're able to score 400, so Pakistan need to chase this and create the history because no team in the world has chased down a 400. So let's see. Oh, straight down the ground, Mohammad Nawaz. Yes, definitely going for a 4. No, he can't. But a really great shot down the ground. Takes us 3 runs. Middles it, but goes through the offside as a straighter one. Grabs 3 runs on the board. Really great save from the Sri Lankan fielder. Now Salman Agha, after a very long time, cuts it away, but saves. So, so live session is just going to an end. The same to we will be right back tomorrow again. So 131 for 5, Pakistan. We hope this partnership done a lot to Pakistan as Salman Agha and Mohammad Nawaz are facing a great score and releasing some pressure. But we still believe that Sri Lanka is going to distract Pakistan in only few more overs because still Prabhat Jayasuriya is waiting for his spell. Best bowling average for Fernando. Mohammad Nawaz just scoring great shots. Weren't looking for a small strikes. He's just scoring. And this is what Pakistan need at this stage. Look, he goes again. But same result as fielder grabs the ball. The attacking field from Sri Lanka, 2 slips. This time the back foot. Nawaz, if he want to score, so he needs some breaks. 3 more balls to go in this over. This time change in the language. Ramesh Mendes. Well, this one is a really good delivery. Middles it, but he leaves it as he know that if he wants to touch this ball, it maybe got some extra bounce. Last ball of this over. He survives. Pakistan survives. 45 gone. 131 for 5. It's time for having some drinks out there maybe. Yes, it is. So, results are just for you that Pakistan has scored 131 for 5 in 45 overs. Sri Lanka took 5 wickets. And now look at the partnerships. Babar, the first 5 partnerships are not so well. The highest one is 35. Imamul and Baba. At least no 50-run partnership on the board for Pakistan. Really shameful moment, this one. No 50 partnership and no 50 on the board for any of the players for Pakistan. We can just hope that Pakistan can go miraculously to a 300 score, but still we believe Sri Lanka have a good chance to adopt 150 or 200 off the lead. 250 they need Pakistan. It would be a miracle if Pakistan would go to a 300. So it's time to live again, but Prabhat Surya is back into the attack. It's going to be a last over for me. Now let's see what he's going to do. Full toss. Straight away. As Salman Agha removes his helmet, so he's looking forward to score. 5 more balls, important one. It's how hard he's hitting. Prabhat Surya is just a miracle he comes into the attack, and I hope so. He's looking forward to take a big blow. Let's see. So I hope so you enjoyed a lot. We'll be back tomorrow in a different time. So that is the end for today. We'll be back tomorrow with some more live action. If you enjoyed this, so please subscribe to my channel for more.